looking out at the majestic, dark ocean. I can't lie, it is quite tantalizing to see. Not knowing what might be below us. It could be demons, creatures of the night that man has yet seen. Perhaps even monsters of the tales of old. Doubtless you've heard the stories of the krakens and the great sharks. Everybody has read Dickens, haven't they? With the great white whale. Yeah, the ocean has always been a mystery to man. One that some try to stay far away from, and others seem to be quite intrigued by. I myself believe that some things might be best left untouched. Some mysteries are just too great for the human mind, aren't they? I sincerely apologize. This is not the proper way one should introduce themselves, is it? May I ask your name, friend? Oh. And why are you traveling on this ferry across the ocean? That is fair. A good reason as well. I do wish the best of luck with your journey. Or at least when we arrive, that is. Well, it's not a big ship. I'm surprised I haven't seen you here before. I too like to watch out across the ocean from time to time. There's something so beautiful about it. The moon high risen above the sea, and the reflection of it on the waters now laying so quietly. It is almost a little surreal sometimes, isn't it? Even hypnotic. Seeing those waves crash slowly against the stone. There's something about it that just clears my mind. It's unexplainable, really. Like the mother's heartbeat calms down the child. It eases me and makes me feel safe. Even though, with everything that's surrounding us, and the vastness of this ocean, I reckon we are anything but safe. Only a grand storm would have to happen, an event of nature like that, and we'd all be going down to the bottom of the ocean, never to be found again. Not even our bodies would be receiving a burial. We'd become one with the sea and the waters and the creatures. It is so strange when you think about it. How fragile men are, even though we have accomplished so much. We count ourselves masters of this world, yet we barely know what is going on in it. And with a flick of nature's fingers, a typhoon or a hurricane, and thousands will perish. We are no masters. Besides, if you believe in it, there are creatures, monsters, tales of ancient times, of things that are far more superior and stronger than man. These are, of course, nothing but stories. But there are so many of them. It makes you wonder if there might be something out there that we don't know yet. Like the ocean. How much do we truly know of it? How many species are still hidden from us? And what monsters roam around there? The ocean isn't the only place like that, you know. There are still many places, even in this world and age of exploration and discovery. There are so many things that man does not know yet. Still, it is impressive what they have achieved. I will apologize. I don't mean to bore you with my stories. I'm merely philosophizing about life and everything surrounding it. I sometimes get a little melancholic like that, feeling like we have come far yet aren't there where we are supposed to be yet. Like our journey, we have been delayed for days, and yet we are still on the right course, as far as we know at least. Or even with all our modern tools, there's never to be truly said if you are on the right course. I guess not per se knowing what the final destination is going to be is also part of life, isn't it? After all, most don't live past 60 or 70. Nobody truly knows when it all ends. All we know is when it begins. How it goes. What has happened. The future will always be a mystery to most. I believe the weather's changing that bad. It might be best if we seek shelter in our cabins. This might be bold of me to ask, but would you be interested to continue this conversation within my cabin? Don't feel forced into anything. You are more than welcome to say no. Very well. Now please, follow me. Please, take a seat. Well, yes, I'm lucky enough to possess the wealth to be able to afford such accommodations. Could I offer you something to drink, by any chance? Well, I have a variety of alcoholic beverages, if you are in the mood for something like that. But, if not, I should have some water or something else that is non-alcoholic laying about. Well, I'm gonna have a stiff drink, at least. I feel like it's going to be a rough night with the storm outside. I think we got in just in time. The storm is starting to pick up. Oh, this ship has gone through worse storms, believe me. This isn't my first journey on this ship, and it's gone through a lot worse than this. You should have been there on my first journey. It was like hell broke loose around us. It was quite terrifying, to be fair, but the ship made it out alive, without that much damage. No one was lost, and everything was okay. So don't you worry. It could get a lot worse, and we'll most likely be fine. It does add a strange ambience, doesn't it? The storm outside. Like some ancient deity of these waters is screaming out in anger towards us, telling us to leave his domain, trying to terrify us. But he has no power here any longer. He is long forgotten. And within this wooden ship, he holds no sway. Well, yes, I do travel this route quite a bit. It's been a while since I traveled it, but I thought it was time again. So, tell me, do you have anybody waiting for you on the other side? And will you have to make your way alone? I see. Well, that is a shame, I have to say. It is always sad when you arrive from such a journey and there's no one awaiting you. But, on the other hand, you've made a new friend, right? And I am quite familiar with the area that you're traveling to. If you'd let me, I'd be more than willing to become your travel companion. For the time being, at least. I understand that if you'd rather be alone, that's fine, but... Well, I do have to insist. The area you are planning to head to can be rather dangerous. Believe me, I would know. I even have one of my other accommodations in that same forest. Near that village, even. If you'd want, and you're unable to find some place to stay, you'd be more than welcome to stay at my home. Believe me, it would be rather comfortable. Besides, it'd be nice to have some company for a change. Well, it is quite a big homestead, you see, and it tends to get a little lonely from time to time. So, what do you say? Perfect. I have already arranged transport for myself, but you're more than welcome to travel along with me. There should be plenty of space to spare anyways. It will directly bring us to my homestead. From there you're more than willing to do your business in town. It's only a short walk away, and if that is too much or it becomes too dark to walk, I can still arrange transport to get you from town. Yes, it's much, but don't worry. It's not a bother for me, believe me. I welcome the companionship, and price and pay is not an issue for me. As you might have suspected, I have wealth to spare. So, don't burden yourself about repaying me in any way, at least for now. Now, I reckon we won't be able to sleep much, since the storm outside is becoming quite ravaging. So how about we try to enjoy this symphony of great waves and thunder together? Believe me, if this is your first time, it's going to be worth listening to.